Sure. In the house he bought for her.
I feel like he lives in an apartment with his cat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wildly Uninteresting Podcast.
Bear scat.
Welcome to podcast episode number 81.
81.
Ocho Uno.
Just the three of us this week. We did not have a surprise guest.
Sure
Surprise.
Except the ghost
yes.
of Elvis.
Ooh.
Right here.
Too bad you can't see him. Only in blue light, and we chose green.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Suck it, Elvis fans.
Yeah.
He's
No.
still dead.
Dude, welcome back to the show. A lot of things have happened lately.
What would have happened?
Oh, I don't know. There's a isn't the election coming up or some
Yeah.
bullshit?
What?
Isn't a retard getting elected? One of them, right?
Do you
Yeah.
think we'll ever have a
Everybody.
president with Down syndrome?
No.
No,
Welcome to Walmart. This is the presidency. Hi, welcome to Oval Office.
What was that?
Welcome to
welcome to
Oval
Oval
Office.
Office.
Oh, the Oval Office. Because you said something about waffles.
I'm really good at understanding
Oh,
that kind of
presidential
shit.
waffles.
Presidential waffles.
Yeah.
I wonder what the difference is. What are presidential waffles made out of?
Extra butter.
Eagle eggs.
Eagle eggs. Yeah, that's for sure. The heart of an eagle. The tears of a elf, or maybe I don't know. No, dude. I don't think. But now that you mention it, and if it ever gets out or somebody gets the idea, they will definitely go for that. Or like we'd have like an anti-vax president. They'll be like, it's the first president that was anti-vax, or the first retarded president.
Equal rights for everyone.
At this point, I think it would benefit us to have a retarded president. We might go in a better direction than we've been so far, right?
Yeah, I feel like half of our listeners, all two of them, are like, the president we have now is retarded.
Retarded.
That's not what I mean,
Yeah,
you
no.
fucking dick.
He might be
No.
retarded, but he's not mentally retarded.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a good reason to be this way.
He's smarter than your stupid ass. He's president, and you're just not.
Right?
Yeah, it's super weird that
You're so not.
I was thinking while I was taking a shit the other day that I was like, I think I could be president at this point. You know, back in the day when they were like,
You
you
could.
can do anything you want. Like
Yeah.
now I feel like I can
For
because
sure.
of Trump.
Maybe
Like-
that's what this was. It was all just
A confidence
propaganda to get,
boost.
just to get people to think, oh, I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
Oh, anything's possible.
Like morale's a
Possible.
little
Kevin
low.
Garnett. Huh?
Morale's a little low. Let's
Yeah.
get a dick into the office.
A dick wearing a suit.
Yes.
Dick in a suit, for sure.
My dick in a suit.
Yes, the follow-up single, Dick in a Box.
No, but I have been with all this shit going on. I've been getting really good at
Ignoring people.
Well, not ignoring them so much, but outright being like, I have no political stance. I do not want to talk about it. Like, I'm openly like, I don't talk about politics to you or anybody else. It's
Right.
nothing against you, but fuck this conversation because I hate it. Like,
Yeah.
And everybody's like, this year, or they're like, this is the year to vote. And I'm like, what makes this year
Any different than
any
any other
different
year.
than any other year I could have voted if
Yeah.
I could vote?
So when they do say it every fucking election.
Every election. Yeah.
This is a country's never been more divided. You have to vote.
You have to
They
vote.
say every 4 years.
Dude, maybe that's why the government has done so well at dividing us, because every time there's an election, they're like, let's divide them so that they think that their vote
Oh, no,
matters.
no, no. That whole thing is that it's a country of morons.
For sure.
And they're
that.
just easy to divide because you say something and they don't think about it. And they're like, oh, regurgitation. Can you
Yeah.
spell regurgitation? Ah, my guns.
P-U-K-E. Yeah, puke.
How much would it
Puke.
cost to get you to eat puke
Ooh.
on
It
air?
depends on how bad it smells.
Let's just put
It's
it this
fresh
way.
and made of food that you like.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
$20.
It wouldn't take her much.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
The only reason I say that it wouldn't take Sarah much, we bought this cat food that was very gourmet, if you will. It came in a pouch, very fancy. And when you
Pouch
poured it out,
food.
I mean, it looked like it was like edible and good. But I turned around. I was like, I wonder if that's good. It smells good. And Sarah fucking dips her finger in it and
Dipped my
licked it.
finger and licked it. It's not
Okay.
like I took a bite of
Because the way he was
chunk of
building
meat
it,
in
I
it.
thought he was going to turn around and you had eaten it unprompted.
You could tell that it was not going to take her long to be over there munching on some cat food.
I will
for real.
say that is not the first pet food I've eaten. I've actually had a lot of different pet foods. Treats, actual food.
Jesus.
I've had a whole lot. And
It's,
that is by far the best.
I had some Meow Mix once, but
Yeah.
that's as far as I'll go.
I've had like dog biscuits. I've had bacon strips.
Somebody tricked
had-
me
I'd probably
into...
try a bacon strip.
What's that dog I can't believe it's not bacon. That
Yeah,
stuff?
those are bacon strips.
Yeah,
Bacon strips.
dude.
What do they taste like?
They're
Actually,
bland.
nothing.
Like they don't taste like anything.
Yeah.
It's all the
Oh, you've
look.
eaten one?
I was drunk and a buddy was
He's
like,
got to
"Here's
have
some
an
beef
excuse
jerky."
for it.
Yeah.
And so I ate it and it was it had no taste. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was like
One
dog
of
food.
mine was actually eaten at church because it was the youth group and it was
you love Jesus? Prove it.
they always did like
your
fun
love.
little weird games and stuff, and that was one of them. So I ate like 6 dog biscuits on stage in front of everybody. Actually,
My
Yeah.
wife, everybody.
Hooray! I had an idea for taxing
Dog
churches.
biscuits.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Go.
So
Yes.
like it was specifically aimed at the Catholic Church, obviously,
Obviously.
because I thought for every like sex offender case past 11, you have to pay 1% for every case.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. So
So do they have to go back and pay for so if it's over 11, right? They don't start paying then. They have to back pay for the other one.
they don't start paying taxes until the 12th
Oh.
pedophile case.
Then they
but with as
okay.
many as they've had, I decided they should max out at 87%.
yes.
Maybe it was 89.
Oh, shit.
Either way, they can
Somebody's
keep
paying
some
money.
money. But, every time you fuck a kid, you have to pay an extra 1% on taxes.
You know, though,
because you're no longer a religious organization.
I think that they would
yes.
start fucking
I like
kids
that.
because they were like, we can pay this. Like, I feel like it's no sweat off their back at that point. Then
Yeah.
they're just like, all right, well, cool. It's cool to fuck kids then, right?
All I have to do is give them the majority of my money and I can plow this kid.
Done.
All right, great. Get in the
Yes.
dungeon.
I'll just
Get
get
to
more
the
money.
dungeon. It is insane to me how much child molestation is covered up within the Catholic faith.
Yeah, and the
you
pipe
will.
fitters union.
A lot of child ramming, ram child.
Ramshot.
It's my new band name. Hope you like it. No, dude. Speaking of band names, you got a new drummer, right? For Grabbing
Yeah,
Spiders.
his name is Chuck. Yeah,
Chucky.
Chuck.
Good old Chucky.
I feel he's a little too old to be Chucky.
God,
But that's kind of funny,
we
though.
had a Chucky in my grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool story.
Yeah, good old Chucky.
So, is Chuck a good drummer? Like, does he?
He'll do.
Is he better than Jamie?
Yeah, but who isn't?
Plus, Jamie's dead, so yes,
Better than-
he knocks it out of the park.
That's no, that's good though. That you
Rest in
found
peace,
somebody, but
Jamie.
you didn't have like a deciding figure in that, right? You just showed up one day and then you had a new drummer.
Yeah, here's this guy. Amy
probably
put
the
in the
best
work
way.
on that one. It's fine.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Searching for new musicians is fucking awful.
It is. Remember back in the day though, you used to go to because they had a lot of music stores. Now I think they're just like watered down trash. But they used to have the blackboard or the pegboard, and
Yeah.
you'd have a bunch of like people up there, and it was like people just wanting to jam or a band looking for drummer. Real simple shit.
Yeah.
Now you can't find that. I think everybody like on Craigslist that I've ever seen that wanted to start like have somebody come play, they're like looking for a serious musician that's tour ready, blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, you have like 2 originals and you have hardly ever played any venue, but you're tour ready. Yeah.
Fucking. Oh,
I have
God, I
a-
hate that shit.
I have a buddy that's in a band, and
Is it
it's
me?
like, no, this is another one. So there's not many of them that are in bands, so you
Yeah.
could probably guess. But anyways, so he fucking puts out all the time that he puts out, it's like blah, blah, blah world tour or
Dude.
this section of the world tour or whatever, right?
Okay.
And then I'm like, but I don't get it because they only play like at tops 3 venues that are in Louisville.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not a tour, bro. Like that's like you
that's
all
a
go,
mini tour at best.
Yeah, y'all go to like Bowling Green. You've been to Tennessee before, right? Yeah, Tennessee. Have you done any Ohio?
Oh, no, fuck that.
No, that.
Even if we're ever successful, I'm not going there.
Fuck Ohio.
That state can eat my ass.
Eat this asshole. No, that's but it always baffles me when like people like just take it way too serious. We saw this band. It wasn't the Flaming Lips. It was something Lips or some shit. Maybe it was I don't know. Some local like band that was semi big locally.
It was Flaming something.
Yeah, I don't know. Flaming Hips, Flaming Thighs, Flaming Vaginas.
But they had a female singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was not good.
When they came in to set up their shit, man, like I've never seen people sound check so much in my life. I'm like, it'll be okay.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was at Diamonds in the little section of Diamonds, not the big one. So the sound kind of like reverberates in that circular area right there. And I'm like, the fucking sound doesn't matter. As long as like you can hear each individual you're fine.
Is this the one in St. Matthews or downtown?
Downtown.
Okay.
Yeah. And it just baffled me like when they took it I'm just like, focus on your stupid ass music and stop fucking sound checking.
They were the band that the drummer wore the gloves and glasses.
Oh, God.
Was that right?
He had safety glasses, bro. Safety glasses.
And he wore...
Obviously, they were really good.
Yeah. He looked like Moby, and he wore safety glasses and fingerless gloves.
Yep.
The dumbest shit ever.
He was like, I have broken so many sticks and been stabbed in the eye that I have to wear safety glasses when I play.
Dude. But long story short, though,
legit.
I hate like especially like local bands or even semi like even like you all. I'm sure you all don't take that portion of the thing so fucking serious that you're putting on this multi-million-dollar show. Like you're fucking,
I don't even like to sound check. It's just fix it as we go.
That's right.
Can we just start and get it over with?
Yeah.
Spoken like a true musician.
Especially when it comes to like local music and local venues if they're small, right? The sound check... Okay, don't take this the wrong way. The sound check doesn't matter as much because it's the noise that comes out and comes through isn't like if you were in a big concert hall, right? In a big concert hall, you can separate it each individual. Like you can hear the guitar, you can hear the drums, but in those smaller venues, it all mixes together. So don't be extremely loud, don't be extremely low, and you're good because if you can, it mixes anyways. It's not gonna matter. Whatever, but in a big concert hall, I can understand it. But then somebody might make the argument like, well, we gotta take it serious so that when we are super famous, like,
we know how to do
practice. You do it in a game.
But some people take shit way too serious.
No, I just want to be louder than everybody else.
Yeah, that's a good way to be.
Yeah.
You should
You're
definitely
the only one with talent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's how I feel about
Amy,
it.
take that.
Yeah.
She knows she sucks.
Yes.
If she ever listened to the podcast, I'd watch what I say, but she doesn't. So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I always
That's
tag her.
good.
Yeah, that's
we don't
good.
need her fucking
because
view.
I am afraid of her, so that's good. Yeah.
I always wondered if she did because I'll just tag the shit out of everybody, even people that I haven't talked to in years. I'm just like, check out this podcast. And I'm sure they're like this fucking guy, and they have to like delete it off their wall. And I can just imagine them just like fucking cussing me out. Like I haven't talked to him in like 15 years, and he wants to come with this podcast. Dickheads.
You never know. They
Fucking
might like that
dickhead.
shit.
Fucking dickheads. I will say though that people, it's funny because there's not a lot of people that really like listen to it. And then I'll have friends that I haven't talked to in like 10 years, right? And then they'll be like, hey man, I've been checking out the podcast. Why don't you send me a link to the whatever? And I'm like, no, I'm good.
No.
Like, I know you're not listening to it. You just have nothing else to talk to me about because you haven't been interested in my life.
But isn't that okay?
I guess so.
But also fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
And if you do that, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy got in a conversation about that, about how like empty conversations are when you're talking to people in general. Like we were sitting down to eat for our anniversary, dude, and the people around us, like the conversation we were having, were like, "Oh, did you hear what like Amy said about the cheese dip at whatever?" And and like,
What did she say though? Where is it? Is it good?
probably fucking delicious, hopefully. But no, like so many people's conversations in their life is so empty. Like they worry about like that dumb shit, or like who's who and what celebrity's doing what show's good, and like, and when you go to talk to them about something real, it's so hard having a conversation with somebody that has like an empty life. You know what I mean? Like just paying the bills and fucking taking my kid to soccer and fucking I'm a fucking working person and I'm fucking doing whatever. And I told Sarah, I was like, I fucking even hate like coming out and listening to these dumbass people talking around us.
Yeah.
Like it bothers me that they're so fucking retarded.
They're
talk
vapid
shit.
and shit.
We talked shit about that girl for way too long.
And loudly too, and she had
and
no
very
clue.
loudly. She had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
That is the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're just like loud and obvious about it, people usually assume you're not
You're
talking
not
about
talking
them.
about- yeah.
I'm right here. Why would they say this?
Why would they ever?
God, you sound like Seinfeld.
I think they're all just consumed in their own like self-absorbed bullshit, like that they don't notice. Like they couldn't be talking about me because I'm just so fucking great.
Yeah.
Like how could you ever?
Until you're not talking about them, and then they think
They're
you're
like-
talking shit about them.
Yes.
I can
Yeah,
I
dude.
feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. They're
People are
talking about
great. I'm glad they're not dead.
it. I swear, dude.
Fuck.
It's just hard. And I only say this because the buddy I'm talking about, of course, he tried to get me in a political conversation. I had to like shut it down. Like I don't fucking like.
Why
listen to all
don't you
it.
just tell him how wrong he is for 5 minutes, and
'Cause
then
I
when he
wouldn't know
won't,
any different.
and then when he won't accept it, you just say, "Okay, I'm done."
Okay, you win. Like
Yeah, you win. You're
let
right.
him win
Yeah.
when he thinks he's losing. Is that the way to do it?
Yeah.
Make him feel better.
I
about it?
didn't know I agreed with you until now. Thank you for
You have
that.
Yeah.
changed my entire outlook. That would just give him like it would solidify the stupid opinions,
Right.
and then he would go and like it would propel him forward into like I should tell everybody this dumbass opinion of mine. So
Yeah.
I'd be setting up people for terrible.
But then you see, then you let somebody else do the dirty work of telling him how stupid he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like too, even people who are informed, they're probably informed by like big media companies, right? So like the
Right.
CNN or whatever big media stations there are. I feel like they get all their information from there, and like you said, they regurgitate just shit that everybody. You didn't form an opinion because you're just saying what the TV said because you've been watching it for the last month straight, like.
And then not considering both sides.
No, they can't because they're not Democratic or they're not Republican. They're not. I'm on my side. I don't want to hear anybody else's. Right?
Right.
Fuck
Man,
that.
Problem.
I thought you were doing that stupid ass mustache thing that chicks
No,
do.
I was
I
like-
fucking hate that so goddamn much.
Oh, the thing, and they get the tattoo.
Yeah, dudes need to start getting like pussy lips tattooed like between their fingers and they put their shit down there. you
Oh
know?
yeah,
That's a
dude.
good
You
idea.
feel me? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be dumb though. I'd
Dude,
hate that
I'm
too.
feeling you.
Please don't do that, anybody.
I feel you so much.
Thanks, dog.
Yo, get it right. Get it right between your fingers. That would be disgusting.
You can get
Yeah.
a little bush.
Eee,
Yeah.
dude. As much as I love
Here's
pussy,
the man in the boat.
that's nasty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like the. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that on my tattooed on me though, right?
Yeah.
I love it, but I
And
don't
then you
want
do it
tattooed.
jokingly and you accidentally get turned on.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I get caught.
Sarah, I'm
fucking my
coming
hand.
home. I was at Taco Bell fucking around and I got horny.
Somebody posted a meme about
Bell.
like what a vagina looks like after 20 hits of acid, and it was like this fucking like or going down on a girl after 20 hits of acid, and it was this vagina with these huge ass eyes, and the fucking opening was a mouth and shit, and I was like, oh god,
yeah,
I'm never
no.
gonna unsee this.
Oh, man.
Every time I go out, I'm just like,
Flip her over. What's the ass look like?
Oh, shit. Two of them.
like
Vaginas.
like the White Rabbit's hole that he goes down in Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
Just asshole. Just straight
It's
asshole.
like cavemen in there and stuff.
Man,
Dude.
I don't know.
I feel like I could get lost.
The W sound, it reminded me of watching Futurama last night. And they had like the Valentine hearts, like the
Yeah.
candies. And one said, I love you. And like these big aliens, I forget what the hell race they are, but they're green, a little like horned frog looking, you know? And one was like, I love you. And he's like, the other one's like, no, you mean I love you? And they're like, no, it says I love you. And like, I don't understand this. I'm enraged. And that made me happy.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Me and Sarah behind closed doors would talk to our animals with those like or we like talk to each other with like, you know, that shit
We
you
say
do
shit
with, like,
stupid.
stupidly to each other.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to other people when I'm in public, I don't. There's a lot of people that do. And have you ever met the people that will passive aggressively
Yeah.
talk to their pet, but like at you? So they'll be like,
But like
"Yeah,
at you."
Ian is acting like an asshole, isn't he? Like the cat saying it, or like
Yeah.
the kid saying
Yeah.
it, and then they'll like put their kid in the middle of their conversation
Like,
with
do
the
you
husband
need
and
to
wife.
talk to me about something?
Yeah, like
So is this you or is this the kid?
Yeah, I swear.
Does the
dude.
cat hate me?
Next time you're around somebody with their baby or anything, and it's like the husband and wife, they do it all the time. They're like, "Oh, he's just an asshole, isn't he?"
But then
Like,
you should just slap the baby.
Yeah.
That baby thinks I'm an asshole. Fuck that kid.
somebody's baby's getting punched in the eye.
You ought not tell me
Yeah.
about your kid's negative opinion of
Ought
me.
not.
That shit kills me, but I'll do it now. Like fucking with Sarah, I'll passive aggressively talk to her through the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our cats are usually very kind to us, though.
You're right, Chainsaw. Maybe Sarah does need to do the dishes faster.
Oh,
Faster.
Sarah's mustache is growing out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that.
Sarah does really need to shave her mustache so
Yeah,
bad.
does she watch you through the window while you shit too?
Yes.
Damn it,
Absolutely.
dude, that's so perfect.
All those things are true.
Every one of those were spot on.
Yes. That's good shit.
No, man. But that's cool though that you all found a new drummer. That's awesome. I can't wait to see what.
Yeah, way to bring that back around.
Yeah, I did. I don't know why, but as far as like him getting on like the new tracks and stuff, learning, I always feel like that's rough because I was listening to your old stuff when you were like, "We're gonna fucking audition for a drummer." I was playing to your stuff like, "I can't wait to audition for Ian's band." That never happened. But what I'm saying is. No,
We
but
could just fire Chuck if you want in.
no, like
Yes.
No, Chuck's fired.
You're
Chuck's
out,
gone.
Chuck.
Hey, buddy, I know I told you to listen to this so you could hear what happens and come on, but you're fired.
Yep.
Chuck, Adam is the
Fucking
new
fired,
drummer.
Chuck. No, but
Just like that.
like so, me trying to learn how to play a song that what's his name?
Jamie.
No, not
Austin,
Jamie. Austin.
the good one,
So
the living
Austin,
one.
Austin recorded those songs with you all, and the way he drums, in the way that you all are interconnected with him in those songs, is tough to like learn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I would play how I'm playing, and it doesn't sound the same.
You know what's not tough?
What?
Learning those songs if you're actually good. I can't play drums though, so.
But you should try one time.
Give me that volume.
Give me
Sarah.
that. Give me that. Give me that.
That's right.
Did you know I can't play drums?
I did know that.
Okay,
Yeah. I think
No,
it
I feel-
Are you
feel
saying
you,
that
though.
you can play guitar though?
No.
Okay, cool.
I just specifically can't play drums in this moment.
Specifically. No. I think that's funny. Like even with like playing guitar, because I've been asked from this female singer one time was like, "Can you play this heavy metal song?" And I'm like, I can play anything that I practice long enough, right?
Yeah.
But then I found out like the strumming patterns within heavy metal music is a lot
crazy.
different than like alternative acoustic music, blues, rock, and stuff like that. Yeah, there are some are off.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I like
so
to
it's so
throw in
different.
metal strumming in our stuff when we play live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's a lot of fun.
You know what else I think would be fun to throw in when we seen the Misfits that one time in Chicago where they were just beating the guitar.
Yes.
Just with their fist.
Yeah.
Hitting the
Dude.
guitar. And I'm like, that's awesome. It sounds like shit, but
I
that's
was
awesome.
so happy that happened because
Yeah.
I love the Misfits, but that's how I've always said they play. It's
dude.
just
They just
banging the
beat that
fucking
shit.
and they did it. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy.
Oh man, it translates.
Yes. It sounds so good.
Hell yeah.
But that reminds Jack White used to say that you pick a fight with your guitar and then just hope you win. Like, and there's the video, it might get loud or whatever. He had his kid just stomping on the guitar. And I'm like, that is a beautiful way to like approach the guitar. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have to like pick a fight with it and you're either going to win or lose.
Yeah, and if you're not picking a fight with it, you're too tame to actually be good.
Gotta be an
It's
animal.
like you do have to be an animal. We went to Huber's earlier, and they had a band playing.
Oh,
and,
really?
Oh, it was garbage.
I guarantee
Jesus
it.
Christ, it was one of those
Muzak.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially, yeah. It was like '90s pop alternative music,
Ugh.
and like their tones and stuff were just so polished, and the vocals were so dead and lifeless.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, yeah, the idea of like picking a fight with your guitar, it's like if there's not that fire in there and
Yeah.
some shit, if there's no aggression, you're just playing crap.
I need a lot of music that
Yeah.
I really truly love can make me cry if I'm in the right mood. No matter if it's happy or sad, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's so fucking good.
It's just whatever emotion it is, that's some moving shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you can feel the fucking passion behind what they're playing. Even like those old bands that you go back and listen to that were just like, they had a few good hits like Red Jumpsuit Apparatus and like the weird off the wall shit that like all their shit was probably crap, but that one song but
Yeah.
the drums were on point, the guitar
Hell
was on
yes.
point, the vocals were amazing. Like shit like that is
Yeah.
just hard to
They found a moment.
yeah,
and
a
captured
very
it.
short moment. Yeah, and I think a lot of bands do. I think there's very few Foo Fighters. There's very few, Ryan Adams. There's very few people that continuously
new.
do it. Yeah,
Brand new. God.
Oh, I know.
Chevelle.
Yeah. I know. Yep. I could cry thinking about it,
Yeah,
actually.
dude.
It's so good. And the louder, the better.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of music that I feel that way about.
Thrice is one that I
Oh,
never.
yeah.
Jesus
The
fucking Christ. Yeah.
amazing thing is,
Yeah.
not only did they do that fucking heavy music, they did like emotional stuff.
Yeah.
He did Christian stuff. It was
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah,
That
you know
made me
you're
wanna be a
good
Christian
if you
again.
could put out a praise album and it's good.
Yeah. Genuinely
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's
What-
crazy.
What is it? I told Sarah, I said, I guess you don't know if you're brainwashed, like you wouldn't know if you're brainwashed, right? But
Right.
I told her, I was like, getting out of the Christian church, right?
Yeah.
Making the joke about not being a Christian anymore. Anyways,
Right, yeah.
about feeling, I told her, I was like, it was a feeling like internally I felt wrong and bad and like I was doing something like against moral code
Yeah.
and all that just for getting out of the church that I was.
Thanks, Derek.
But it
You're
makes me wonder if that I only feel that way because I've been told forever, like, we're a Christian nation and you got to believe in God and, like, you live right and stuff. And the minute that I opened my eyes and was like, well, there could be more than just God and Jesus Christ and all this shit out there,
All this
I felt
shit.
internally bad.
Fucking Jesus
This
Christ.
faggot ass religious stuff.
I like to think of myself as somebody who like has their own like mental capacity. Like I have my own thoughts and all that. But to realize like how bad I felt, and even now I'll catch myself like, damn, dude, I should go back to church, or for my grandpa or for my dad or whatever excuse I want to make. Like I feel bad for that. But then I think about like other people and how the world is like ads are and products, stuff like that people are so adamant about and they feel bad about. And I was always wondered like how like Chinese people, they base a lot of what they do on their family because their family has brainwashed them into believing that it is about your career. You have to be this. If not, the family is going to disown you, whatever.
Right.
Like brainwashing, I don't think is as hard as you think it might be. You know what I mean? Especially if you catch somebody young, like
Oh, yeah.
me as a young kid, thinking that church was, my grandma pounded in my head, and then getting out of it. I'm fucking 30, and I felt like a kid doing something wrong. You know what I mean?
I feel like with the religious stuff, like if you were gonna go back to church for someone, would it be for any reason other than just improving yourself?
No, I don't think you could improve yourself in the Christian faith. I'm sure, like, it's a big part of what it is.
I mean, I'd like to think that's the goal.
Right.
Otherwise, they just want you to believe the same shit that you believe that they believe.
That's what I feel though at this point. That
I mean, I can see feeling
and
that.
it's a
I've
business.
kind of felt that, but it is a business.
It is definitely a big bit. Like, if you don't believe in what they believe in, they don't make money.
Well, I mean, I don't believe stuff that they believe, but you can still find improvement in it.
Right. Yeah. Like for self.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
That's all. Because, I mean, I could see where it would just be a nice, like, springboard to self-improvement, because then you're thinking, like, moralistically.
Yeah.
And then it could just be like a roll of the dice. You're like, I need help with something. I need to improve myself or consider something. And you go, and then, like, bam.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and if anything, I guess that moment, like, let's say it's an hour. If you don't go to an asshole pastor's church,
Right.
Let's say it's an hour of preaching, right? Even if you're not listening to the sermon, that's 1 hour away from a TV, away from a phone, away from other people. You can
Unless
actually
he's
sit in
boring,
silence.
then you get in your phone.
Yeah. Or you pretend to look at your digital Bible, on your
Yeah.
phone, but you're looking at
I'm
Facebook.
trying to find this passage. I just can't.
But-
Sister Mary, pass out the nooks for everybody.
But
the
even
Bible nook.
even like an hour of being away from all that stuff, even if you're not listening to the sermon and stuff like that, I think that it would be beneficial for that, I guess.
Even if you're just staring at the pew in front of you.
Yeah. Just
think-
quiet in your own head.
I think, too, it could be at least like a jumping off point. I mean, to find whatever you're looking for, no matter what it is, you likely are going to start somewhere somewhat familiar.
Right.
And otherwise, that would just be crazy if you're like, I'm used to the Christian church, but I'm going to move to Malaysia and start there. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
What?
Yeah.
No, but what if you just like, I don't know. Go ahead.
Did that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What if you are a Malaysian monk?
Malaysia.
What?
What?
Shit.
No, but I don't know. That moment of calm without anything else in your head, I think can improve you.
Yeah.
If you're looking for that. But it's just, I don't think that the pastors and shit would be there if there wasn't like money involved, like, because they don't really do much.
I think
you know
there'd
what I mean?
definitely be fewer for
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure, it's a numbers game, that there's a couple who are genuinely, I think, their heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
But I agree completely that the majority of them are just there because they're like, well,
Oh.
this is easy.
I know what I was going to say. What if
What
we
were you
just
gonna say?
stop worrying about like what happens after death? That would knock out a lot of the Christian faith.
Yeah.
Let's stop worrying about that. Stop fearing, because it's going to come.
Hear that, everybody?
Yeah.
Stop worrying about it.
Stop worrying about it.
It's going to
That's-
happen, so just accept that
what
shit.
what the Christian faith is, they're selling you a belief that there is something after you die, that you go and it's peaceful and it's better than this, whatever, right? They sell you that.
Yeah.
So if we stop doing that and stop looking for an answer, let's just stop looking for an answer, right? For everything.
Yeah, let's just agree that nobody ever really dies.
Yeah. And we don't
Exactly.
really know
Yeah.
anything that, like, I don't know anything. Like, I know these are genes, but are they? Like,
Right.
who
It
knows?
could be a cat.
Could be a cat, right? Like, we don't, like, things change.
I made a
all the
mistake
time.
coming here today.
I feel weird right now.
Showed up in my cat. Now I don't know what I'm doing.
Try to feed you hash. You gotta watch out coming into this house, man.
It's
cool, though.
Weird.
That's a perspective I never really thought.
Yeah.
Like they're selling you the belief in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
They're-
fucked, man.
They're selling
Yeah.
you comfort, basically.
Comfort.
Yeah.
But we all seek that, and there's a lot of people that will preach like, don't seek comfort. Like, comfort is like the opium for the soul. Like, don't seek comfort. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what we're here for. You're here to discover and live and explore. Stop seeking comfort. And that's what the TV gives you. It's what scrolling through your phone gives you. That's what the job gives you. That gives you the 401k.
That's what a house gives you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck all
But
that.
you hating on our house now, bitch?
I'm hating on every house now.
They're all
All the
stupid.
houses.
Burn them
They're
down.
all stupid except mine.
And
What-
mine.
and yours,
And his.
and his, and Casper's.
We
But everybody
right.
else's house is
Fuck
pretty stupid.
Go fuck yourself.
we
house.
something that
Jax?
like backed up our thought about like you can't move anywhere and be free. Like technically, unless you're off this planet, you can't live for free, right?
Right.
We pay like a normal price for our fucking property tax every month, right? Or every year it comes out every year, right?
Oh, that makes me so angry.
Well, no, check this out.
Oh, here
They
we go.
raised
Yeah.
it not like $50 or $25, something like that. They raised it hundreds of dollars in a year of a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
When no one,
no one is
is employed,
employed.
there's no money.
No money.
Taxman coming knocking.
Yeah, they raised it $300 to $400 on and they didn't come to us and say, "Hey, can we work this out? Is this okay?" No, they didn't give us a letter
not
saying
like
it's
a
happening.
notice of, hey,
nothing.
expect this.
I think instead of pushing for presidential assassination, we should all just agree to rape the guy that runs the IRS.
Yeah,
I'm
with a
down.
pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
Do it.
Ever since Little Nicky.
Let's do it.
Rape somebody with a pineapple.
Yeah, dude.
A small one. I mean, I'm not
No.
I'm not a
Small
savage.
one.
With a knife in it.
A knife.
Pineapple knife.
Little tiny knife. You know? No, but it just I turned to Sarah like when that came in, I was just like, if that doesn't show you, like they don't give a fuck what happens, right? And it like they're building so we already have a traffic issue out here and all that shit, right? They're building a unit over there, buying up a farm, the county is, and then they're gonna build 800 more homes on that property, right?
Right?
But they're not gonna fix the road before they do that. They're
Of
not.
course not.
Yeah,
They're
let's
just gonna
not
pile more-
expand it.
That what they do is they pile more humans on top of one another so that more people can pay money and or not or die. Who cares, right? As long as we just pile more in so that we can charge people more property tax, more whatever.
They're actually building 800 houses over here and over here. So
Yeah,
there's
so
going to be
it's like 1,600.
1,600 houses.
Houses, bro.
And so that's what I told him is there a lot of people, especially like if you're going to move to a nicer area, you're probably pretty comfortable. They probably have 2 vehicles.
Yeah.
That's 6,400 vehicles.
It's a lot of vehicles. You get what I'm saying, though?
No, that's 3,200.
Yeah,
I'm
and I was
sorry.
thinking not everybody has 4.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I did the wrong. I did 4, not 2. It's
But-
3,200.
We can assume they have 2 kids. But
Yes.
So the thing is, and then like the school's right up there in the middle of that. So you're always having fucked up roads. Long story short, fucked up roads, right? They're not going to fix those
up roads.
beforehand. What they're worried about, and they already raised our like property tax without telling us, right? They didn't even fucking say we're going to do it.
Right.
That's why I told Sarah. I said they're doing all of it's in pursuit of money, but we give them the power for that money. The money wouldn't have any power if we didn't give it and believe in it, right?
Yeah.
It's just a dollar bill it's backed by
Dollar
nothing,
bill, yo.
right?
Yes,
and
yes,
they just
yo.
$3
continue
bill,
to do
yo.
that, and they're gonna fucking continue to work off your back. Like you are a slave to that system and always will be. And people
Right.
think and have a belief that if they elect in the right person, like that's gonna change. That's never gonna change.
Yeah.
Believe
if
that.
If these people protest in the right way,
Right.
then things will change.
It's not going to.
Yeah.
It's never going to, right?
Right.
Because our system is built on taxes.
Until we take
and
people
blah,
out
blah,
in the street, shoot them in their motherfucking face.
That's right.
blah.
It's an old rap
Yeah.
song.
Take a pig out here in the parking lot.
But
Iced
Shoot 'em in
tea.
their motherfucking
But this goes back
face.
to like the worries and stuff about the people that were eating dinner around us, like all those like empty worries. They're like worried about what they're wearing and their status and the vehicle they drive and what's their neighbor doing and their friends and all that. We can't change the thing until we take the power away from the dollar bill. Like that's what drives the greed.
Everything.
That's what drives everything. And then I looked at the military budget. It's in the billions of dollars.
Yeah.
But we can't get to Mars for the fucking life of us. And we stopped like, exploring the universe and all that. Military is in the billions.
Yeah.
But how does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
China's
but-
coming for that money one day, son.
I think China has already taken over,
I don't.
but we just haven't noticed it yet.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
I
What are
think
you
they're
talking
already
about?
here.
There
I
are
think they're
Chinese food places and nail salons on every corner.
here. Yeah, and
that
Chinese
doesn't necessarily
companies.
mean anything.
Chinese companies throughout
I
America.
don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know.
I
Clearly it
believe that
does.
one day you're gonna wake up and either Russia or China has already infiltrated. Like they didn't even do it maliciously. They were just like, well, we're just better at doing this than you are.
Yeah.
And you have a retard as the president, so we're here now.
See, now
Take
now
that.
you're on the side of those two people we were ragging on earlier.
Well, that's okay.
But I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I think that's why you have a reality star in the thing. Me and Sarah said the election and the being a president now seems like what was
A
it?
reality show.
Reality TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But I think they did
insane.
that on purpose, like so that you're too busy watching what the fucking
Oh
presidents
yeah,
are doing.
it's like they've just made a fucking mockery of
What it
Colin
means, yeah.
mockery.
Colin mockery.
If
Yeah, I mean it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shit show.
Pretty bad.
that's what it is though. It's a show at this point. That's a reality TV star
Yeah.
became the president.
Because that's the lens that people are comfortable with.
Yeah.
People are too stupid and complacent to really consider things in depth.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got my TV. I recognize that guy.
I
I'll vote for him.
Yeah, why not?
Ah.
God, makes me want to puke.
What,
Puke.
so what you're saying is like voting in Kanye at this point would probably change a lot. I think you should vote this year,
No.
man. This is the year to vote. And Kanye is the one you should be voting
Kanye's
for.
the one.
Christ.
He is Jesus Christ. You
Oh,
didn't know
man.
that?
Earlier, my music was on shuffle, and his song "I Am a God" came on.
Yeah.
I am a god.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, that needs to be his campaign song.
Oh, for sure.
I would be so happy.
Yeah. Oh, we need to write him a letter.
Yes.
You know,
Bet it'll get there in time. And
campaign to your own fucking song.
yes,
everybody
please.
like
Hurry
Kanye's
up with my
been
damn
losing his
knot.
mind. But don't you all remember that episode of Punk'd where like the Ashton Kutcher was punking him and he had a mural of himself
Yeah.
as Jesus?
Yep.
And they had like demolished it or whatever, and he was all fucking mad. Like he's been thinking he's Jesus since he first started.
Yeah.
He's been this weird and this fucked up since he first came
Like
out.
he just now got mental health issues.
Yeah.
No, it's like people just started to pay attention.
Right?
Yeah.
He's done had him.
He
Been
started
done had 'em.
acting erratically enough that
He
people
put
were
out
like,
he put
okay.
out his last good album, and then people started paying attention.
Yeah.
Because if you're making good music, nobody cares.
Oh yeah, because they're like, it's just his artistic side.
Yeah.
He's just weird artistically.
He's an artist.
That's why I told you I want to just be famous for anything. It don't matter, so that I can be weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Raping goats.
because if you're not
Goat raping Adam.
Yeah.
if you're not famous
GRA.
enough, like, dude, you get in trouble for that shit. I bet. If Kanye his music wasn't good, he'd be a homeless man for sure.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he'd be a homeless man.
I'm waiting for the day he might end up that way anyway. A lot
think?
of rich people don't manage their money very well.
I don't know, but
would
rich people can bankrupt like 1,000,000 times and then still have
still
millions
be
of
doing
dollars.
some shit. It's because they're crafty. They make money with their skills
Slick
and
like a
new
6-year-old.
things. Oh fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say.
Why are 6-year-olds slick?
I don't know.
Are they greased up?
Because
heard
they're
in a movie.
little.
Be slicker than a
greasy.
6-year-old. Oh no, the 6-year-old isn't. So you have to be slicker than a 6-year-old.
So be better.
So be better.
Say less.
Say less. No, dude. I don't know. This world just. But that's what. But you can't be so nihilistic because if like the world is that shit, it is a shit show, right? The world is.
Yeah.
But we're consciousness. Seeing life through the eyes of a human, like we're in the presence of a human. We're consciousness in a human body, right?
Yes.
We're just here for this experience for the time being, right?
Consciousness is stupid too.
Yeah, we're gonna die, and you're gonna be back into consciousness, and then everybody in consciousness is gonna be like, "Hey, that was that was a trip, wasn't it?" Right?
Yeah. See
That
what we
shit's
learned
dumb.
there?
Yeah.
Ah.
And then you can go be some like whatever intelligent energy
I want to be a
Come on, other
cryptid.
encrypted. Some
I want to be
region.
a cryptid. I'm sorry. Yeah.
What is a cryptid?
Like like Bigfoot or like the Mothman or
Ah.
like
Without
the Chupacabra. Yeah.
Without crypt.
Now, encrypted would be pretty cool too, though.
I want to be
Yeah.
a black
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah, so nobody can read you.
Yeah. They'd be like,
Or look at the picture. If you're a pitcher, are you a pitcher?
If
Hey.
you're
No.
a picture, I'm a picture.
Sarah
If you're
wants
a
to be a
picture, I'm a
black
picture.
hole, though.
I really want to be a black hole.
Yeah.
It'd be
You
cool.
are, you are a black hole.
Touche.
Yeah. No, man, I don't know. Like, as much
Give me
as
that
I-
light, bitch.
As much as I talk shit and stuff, like, I'm not gonna like stop running the race, right? I'm not gonna suicide myself because that's just the bitch way to go.
Maybe
out.
you should.
I'll just be a homeless dude at the
Bitch,
end of
maybe
my
you
life.
should.
If anybody out there wants
Begging
Adam
for
to kill
money.
himself, give us a call.
20
Yes.
comments off of myself.
Yes.
No,
Great.
I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Have you noticed though that YouTube and like
Yeah.
Facebook and shit, like the ads that come through, like none of them are for Trump. They're all for Amy McGrath and not Bernie, Biden.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, have they blocked all of Trump's ads? There's like
Yeah.
one.
Well, because they know Kentucky's going Republican regardless.
Oh,
So they're like, let's see if we can mix it up a
we're
little
gonna
bit.
swing them the other way.
Yeah, let's just feed this
Oh.
state the opposite of what they're gonna do, and see what happens.
There's one ad on YouTube for Trump, and it's this random redneck
God.
hillbilly son of a bitch that's like, I like my job. I'm voting for Trump. Ain't that? That's,
It's
that's dead
exactly
on.
what he sounds like.
I'm voting for Trump.
We were
Yeah, I've noticed-
talking. Oh, you can go ahead.
I don't have anything important to say. Just
I don't really either. We were talking and wanted to know if that guy was like they went into the hills of wherever the fuck they found that dude and asked him to say that line, or if he was a hired actor. Because there's no way that guy's accent was real.
Well, the all the commercials and shit, all the ads will say those dudes, like, one, they're all dudes,
Yeah.
and they all have that yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
that
that
twang.
fucking yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, here, if we can get somebody that's at least as dumb as the average voter, they'll do what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just sound ironically, oh yeah, man, he's my that's
That's
my neighbor.
dough. That's my dough.
That's my neighbor.
That's,
do
that's Terry.
They do. I think there's like a case of Bud Light in his
Terry's on
truck
TV.
bed.
Call
There's a-
Terry.
There's a truck in the background, like an American flag waving in the background. I'm like, this is so. But then you drive like a mile down the road, and there's like 20 of those people's houses. Like, that guy lives in 20 of these homes. Like,
Yeah.
that's sad to say about the Midwest. Like,
He's
we're
just
all
couch
fucking,
surfing.
Yeah, dude.
Terry
I
lives with
wanna
everybody.
leave my job, so I'm voting for Trump. Like Trump is the decide. Like, if you lose your job, you're just a shit employee.
Why don't you
Like,
learn to read, and then you can get a job if you lose this one.
I'm sorry that you didn't get your GED, bro. Like, you
We
took
were-
it
God.
3 times.
We also wondered if it was paid for by Biden or by Trump.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to look into that
Interesting.
yet.
Uh-huh.
That'd be nice to know.
Him
That
trying
would
to
be.
sway people, like guilt them in. Oh,
You noticed how people on social media are going on about Biden's kid
Oh yeah,
and like his dirty doings,
yeah.
but they don't give a fuck about what Trump did.
dude,
No.
They're like, oh, this dude that isn't even running for president is the reason why his dad shouldn't be president.
And Biden knew the entire
The
time.
whole
Yeah, and
time.
he didn't arrest him himself.
Yeah.
Citizens, arrest your kid, motherfucker. You're not my president.
Not my president.
in the first debate, Trump brought that up every chance that he could.
Yeah?
Also,
Yeah.
he kept bringing it up. Well, what about your kid taking this amount of money from these people? What's
Yeah.
that about? And
But his kid
over
ain't
and over
running
again.
for president. Like,
No.
like Ian said.
Well, which
Yeah,
I
and what
haven't
about-
looked into it. I don't know what proof there is,
Yeah.
or if there is any at all.
say who needs proof anymore?
Nobody.
But
There is. You don't even need facts anymore in this life.
no, all you
Which-
guys
Well, I
do
mean,
is
the
say
people that
shit
should be
convincing.
shot in the street don't need evidence of anything.
right?
dude.
Oh,
I don't
he's
know. We
gonna
should
say
break
shit.
the whole system. Me and Sarah got in a conversation, and I think we went the wrong way with it. But what if, and we're not like talking about slavery and all that, because in his time it's not a good thing. We're not saying that's good or whatever. But what if George Washington?
Yeah, but what if
can
it
you
is?
imagine him coming back now and seeing the presidents and like the shit that they fucking have fucked up along the way, all the genocide and all the fucking like the Flint, Michigan stuff and just
Well.
everything, just everything.
I mean, he did kind of lead the country on the backs of genocide, so
right?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't be that
be
upset
okay
by it.
with
Say,
the
all right, we're
genocide."
keeping this spirit alive.
Yeah, y'all
But can
are
you
doing
imagine
great.
him coming back and then like Trump saying like, this is a Christian nation when it says in the Constitution that like church has nothing to do with
Yeah.
whatever the state. And but can you imagine George Washington or the founding fathers coming back like, what the fuck have you all done? Like, we were a strong nation. What the fuck did you do?
Yeah.
I feel, he would probably challenge him to a duel.
Oh, with a fuck,
Yeah.
challenge you to
And then whenever Trump didn't accept, he'd just shoot him.
yeah, Trump's definitely not accepting. I don't even
no.
think he can wield a sword, right?
He'd be too hard to miss.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck. I
It's,
just wonder, dude. Like, I'm cool. Everybody's like, oh, well, this nation was built, like, you know, through slavery and shit like that. But, like, what huge, you know, what is it called? Modernized society wasn't built on some sort of slavery. I'm not saying ours is right, not at all. I'm not saying that slavery is right, but what I'm saying is it takes people to build a nation.
is that it's not entirely wrong either.
Yeah. But
Whoa.
they want us to be fucking like mixed,
Yeah.
right? And stuff like that. Like, you know, whatever. I mean, it's almost like they want the nation to be broke down and like dissolved. So we're not United States. We're just a place on the earth.
Well, it's because it's a cycle of power rising and falling. It's America's time to fall.
I think so.
We're gonna need another power to rise. So you got to
Yeah.
break it down, and then
I'm cool with Russians because they like vodka, right?
everybody likes vodka.
But Russians
I don't
have like
like
a
vodka.
love affair with vodka.
Everybody but Sarah likes vodka. They
Yes.
like vodka in the West End. You wanna have the West End become
Yeah.
a world power?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, that'd be
Pick packs on every
hardcore.
corner.
Pick-packs. My dentist in the West End, there's a pick pack right across the street.
Yes, there is. That's exactly what I thought.
It's right there,
Yeah.
boarded up windows and all.
I swear, as soon as you said that, I was out front of the dentist office.
Of the dentist's office, yeah.
Yes.
Took me back.
Yes.
No, but
Your words.
I'm cool with that. But like,
Moved me.
we watched a documentary of China and how their system is, right? How their society works and stuff, and a lot of their people are in very, very tiny living spaces because there are a substantial amount of Chinese people that live there. They don't have a lot of housing. The state themselves don't pay them a lot to work, but they overwork them by a lot. They're, most of the time they're tired as fuck. A lot of them commit suicide because of that fact. Their parents force them into these careers that they don't really like. You know, you have a painter that is now an accountant. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And they fucking hate it. That's the only reason I wouldn't want, you know, like a Chinese takeover, because if somebody takes over the land, the house, the car, all that shit you bought is not yours anymore, right? If somebody takes over, like the deed to your property doesn't matter anymore, right? Because they own everything. Like, they can take that over at like a moment's notice. Your government can. They don't need a reason to take your shit. They can't, right? So everything you own, technically, you don't own, especially if somebody else takes over. But if China does, we'll have to work harder, longer hours with less living quarters.
You know, work
That'd be
hard, you're
weird.
fired.
I feel like there's already too many expectations on Americans for work, and it's just fucking working hard. We've talked about it before. If you got to break your back, it's what makes you a man. Like that type of shit.
Yeah, but the people making decisions and leading the country get multiple weeks off.
yeah.
Yeah,
And they
do
vote
whatever
on
the
their own
fuck they
fucking
want.
raises.
Yeah.
I'm just, it makes you nervous, but maybe it would be a good thing for somebody else to come in and be like, look, dude, we can do this better, and we're going to give you a better way of life, whatever. Like, that'd be straight, because right now, they fight, like, your healthcare shit, don't lie. Everybody has shit healthcare.
Yes.
Everybody, I mean, life is not like, oh, sunshine and rainbows. They give you that facade, and they put on, like, Netflix for you and rub your back and give you little tidbits of fucking like happiness, but in reality, life in America isn't fucking free and like rainbows and butterflies and
I
happiness.
feel like this year has been a perfect example of that. There's a bunch of just bullshit going on around, and they're like, well, here's $1,200, so don't
That should
act like
cover
we
it,
didn't help. That's going to last you the rest of the year.
But you're gonna have
right?
to pay it back, though, right? You're gonna have to pay it back when things are good.
It's the perfect example.
With interest.
Yeah, and then how with the stimulus check, you just play
I'm gonna
political
hold-
games with it.
Yeah.
In other countries, they're like, here, for months at a time.
Yep.
Here's money. Stay afloat.
I've seen online pictures of people who received care packages from their government of
Yeah.
like food and things like to clean the house and shit like that. Like, I'm going to take care of you.
Well, look, check it. You live in a country that just because 5 major companies ran distributing agriculture and cattle, we had to throw away a massive amount of crops and beef because we had no companies that were working during the pandemic to distribute them.
There you go.
Right? And then we imported meat and crops from China to feed it. Like,
Brilliant.
Why don't we import more shit from Puerto Rico?
dude, do you
Because their
want Puerto
crops
Rican
suck.
crops? I don't.
I don't know. I never looked at their
I
land.
like my crops.
I just know
I'm
their people
voting
tend to
Trump.
be pretty, so I assume they have good beef.
Yeah, I bet their
Ooh,
shit
yeah.
would be great.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just go there.
I don't know though. I think that
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah.
I think that the picture painted of America is so much prettier than the actual place.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like a selfie on Facebook.
Yeah.
Here's my kick-ass image. But here's what I really look like. Eh.
I fucking hate that too. Don't get me started on the fucking filters, bro.
Yes.
I fucking hate it, dude. Every picture you ever see, anywhere of
something.
any woman has a filter. And I'm seeing dudes now have migrated to just taking pictures with filter. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
know.
Well, nobody likes how they look.
I could understand it every once in a while as like a funsies thing. Like, I got this cool filter, but all the time,
Yeah.
people are definitely, you don't like how you look, and you're changing how you look on the internet. So then when people see you in person, they're going to be like, ugh. They're going to hate how you look. Just
Yeah.
let them get used to your fucking face.
They're like, you don't look like your pictures. Well, nobody does. Mars
Yes.
took a picture of me earlier and showed me what I would look like as a woman.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not good. Aw.
Yeah, at least as a dude, I don't have a high standard of beauty.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is hard to be a woman. Look at my hairy legs.
I
They're all
think it's
bruised up and shit.
I think it's only hard for women because they're more susceptible to bullshit opinions of others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, and really any time, I shouldn't say any time, a lot of times when girls get like dressed up or look nice, it's for other people. It's not for themselves.
Yeah, but it's just shitty though that the internet is a place that, I mean, you're locked away in the privacy of your own home and you're making yourself up for a selfie or whatever. Even if it's just the filter, like, fuck that. Like, when did we become, well, I mean, we've always been not ourselves. Everybody has always put on a facade for other people.
Yeah.
But now it's just so, like, overran. Like, nobody is genuinely them. Like,
Yeah, can you
can
just
genuinely
be
say
a human?
anything about themselves that isn't filtered through something, whether it's their conversation with you, they filter, the images filter.
Well, I mean, the idea of being a person and having a persona is just like, in essence, wearing a mask and being a character, and that's kind of how we, have just grown up. So it's like, here, choose this face,
It's shitty,
just
dude.
put it on, go out there and live your life.
It would be
Yeah.
a really terrible way to live. It'd be
Well,
awful.
that's why I've been telling Sarah, like, I do my best now to be like rudely honest and rudely upfront with people, especially like now, like when I don't like something. I used to like placate, well, like my grandma, for instance, about the church shit. And I finally was just like, I'm not going anymore. Like, don't ask me anymore. I'm not going. Like, I do my own thing. Like, you do yours. Let's just be happy
Yeah.
with that, yo. You know?
Sounds like you've outgrown grandma.
Yeah, definitely. That's
Yes.
my far outgrown the new grandma.
I tend to think of a new grandma.
New grandma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real grandma's dead.
Yeah, real
Yes.
grandma's dead. I don't have to prove shit to that whore.
That bitch knows.
It's all just like video game stuff. Because like whenever you start out and you're low level, you have to be all cool and collect cans and do everything you can.
Yeah.
But as you level up and you can just shoot stuff in the face and kill it, then you just stop collecting cans. You don't have to be
Stop
nice to the
collecting
people of the town. You're like, I don't need this.
I'm invincible.
I'm invincible. And then the death claw. Obviously, I'm talking about Fallout. But
Oh yeah,
the death
That's what I was
claw
getting.
comes.
I thought that's That's what I had in my head. I
That's
was like,
awesome.
this game.
That's
Yeah.
just how I look at life. It's just Fallout.
No, but that's even like starting the company and shit, and like feeling super bad that I wasn't at a company anymore, and I couldn't attach myself to a place where other people work and is successful and shit. And I think that's where that loneliness comes from, and the depression is from that brainwashing of you have to be with a company, you have to have a 401k, you have to be secure. And in reality, you don't. You have to do whatever the fuck makes you happy and stop lying to yourself and other people, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
That's a better
Yeah, that
direction than
definitely
the other
sounds
one.
about right.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. Too many. This world, dude, is just. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to get old in this weird world, but
Yeah, I want to see where it goes, but I'd rather watch from like Jupiter.
ooh, like
Yeah.
just coming down like, oh, see what the fucking humans are up to today.
Yeah, like the world is a TV show.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like
I'd much
Truman
rather
Show.
watch the reality from a distance,
Yeah,
from my
Sounds
tower
good.
Even
upon
if I
my
was
high
alone.
horse.
like even if it
On
was just
Jupiter.
like
Jupiter.
if it was me and Sarah, like I'd rather watch the world from Jupiter, just
Yeah.
me and her, with nobody else. And like, I
Yeah.
mean, like we could take the house
Oh,
with us,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know,
Like
live.
with that the little prince or whatever. Is that the thing where that kid lives on that little moon? And he's, yeah,
Oh
that'd
man,
be
I
cool.
love that shit.
Yeah,
God, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
well, stop thinking about it.
I know.
No,
I
used
haven't
to
either.
watch that shit all the time. I loved
Yeah,
it.
I kind of miss it now.
Yeah, we'll have to find it.
I'm sure it sucks.
I had it on VHS.
It's probably
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Just like hey,
Or we, I guess. I don't know whose it was.
going
Yeah.
back and
Yeah,
watching,
I don't know.
Yeah.
like Doug and Hey Arnold, how bad that I was like, this fucking sucks. Not sucks because I still love it.
Hey
for
Arnold's
nostalgia.
still cool.
But it's just like the animation and shit. I'm just like, what did I see in this as a kid?
You're an idiot.
Whatever.
Children are stupid.
I was.
Accept that about yourself.
Yes. You were so dumb as a kid.
Yeah.
So dumb.
So dumb. So you're an idiot.
You're so much
You're an
less
idiot.
dumb as an adult, and it's great.
That's
That's
right.
that's probably a good thing.
I still like watching all those cartoons and shit, though. Even if they are crappy,
Yeah.
it still makes me happy. I've
know why?
looked for the Popples.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah. Like the original Popples. I'll look at toys that I used to have.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it just takes me back. It's so good.
It's pretty
Oh,
annoying
yeah.
though, as well.
I always
He
think
really
that with
does hate it.
Transformers.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate when she shows me things that she's like, oh, what about this? When I was a kid, I loved playing. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck your nostalgia and your feelings.
He does.
All your stuff was dumb.
But check out this
But
thing.
look
that
at
I-
mine.
Look at my
But
fucking
check out the-
pliers, bitch.
Yes.
Look
But
at,
check out this thing. I'm really fucking excited.
this is our livelihood.
I always feel like that when Sarah shows me something like whatever, and then I'm like, hey, but check that, and I really want her to care about my thing.
Yeah.
I feel like a
Yes.
dick sucker. Like,
So that's why you gotta either put on the facade all the time or just never show her anything.
anything at all. Yeah.
And just expect her to cut it down. And then when she starts cutting it down, you're like, psych, I don't even like it.
I don't even like it.
You're cutting it down for no reason. I'm just
Or-
entertained by you.
Wait until she asks, and then I'm like, game on, and then
Y'all
show her
are
everything.
talking
all at
like
once.
I'm not sitting right here.
Who was that? Did you hear that?
What?
What was that?
Is that the ghost again?
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh, shit.
No, man. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut the episode there, man.
Yeah.
Fuck your nostalgia.
Whatever.
Fucking
No.
nostalgia.
No,
I
dude.
love my nostalgia, so fuck both of you.
Man,
I don't need you.
Benji drew this thing.
Oh, don't even get me started. Go ahead.
He put it on Instagram because he does Inktober
Yes.
every year, you know? And yeah, he did for like the word outpost.
Yeah.
And it's this like giant shadow creature monster with like yellow eyes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like coming over this mountain to fuck up this outpost.
Dude, yeah.
And I want a shirt of it so badly.
Fuck
I didn't-
And I think he thinks I'm kidding, but I mean it. Just
No.
like take my money.
Yeah. Dude, I swear I told her, I didn't know that he was that fucking, because he does
yeah,
it like it's
dude.
one every day, and he's pressed for time every single day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, some of them
He's
are,
so
you can tell
good.
he's just
Yeah.
like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
And even those are fantastic, but he has the
Even those are
one
just- ugh,
where the
quality,
goblin's
man.
taking the fucking tooth and hiding it behind his back. Have you seen
I
that
don't
one
think
yet?
I've seen that one.
It's like a tooth fairy, but
Yeah?
it is fucking ridiculous.
Hell yeah.
And he does it with the felt tip pins,
Yeah.
and it's fucking ridiculous.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
It's
fantastic.
like his base level of of output is
Yeah.
just so good.
I asked her, I was like, does he do something in animation and stuff? And she was like, he's a architect or
He's
No,
like a
he's a
designer,
graphic
person.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's what I told Sarah. I was like, it'd be a fucking shame if he didn't do so. If that was just something he did because
Yeah, I feel like if he's just a librarian.
yeah, this shit looks great. We were just talking
Oh,
about that
shit.
the other day. I was like, motherfucker, this guy's good.
I showed him because I still have that notebook from the bowling league with the "you want to jump on the trampoline."
yeah.
I still have that shit. It's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
And I
Pages
showed
are
him
falling
that.
apart.
He was like 13 when he drew the shit, and it's phenomenal. I still cannot draw a flower that I've been drawing since I was a child. I'm 34.
Yeah, I still fuck those up.
I have no idea how he does it.
Yeah, so Benji, if you're listening,
You're beautiful.
You do beautiful work, and get this motherfucker a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick.
Please.
Give me an Outpost shirt.
Quick.
Fucking bitch.
Get it.
I want it.
Get
No,
it.
I'll
man.
give you $50.
That was
give
another
you
episode
20.
of the Wildly Uninteresting Podcast with
Yeah.
Adam, Ian, and Sarah.
And Jax.
And Jax. They're
Oh.
sleeping right now.
Stayed for the whole episode.
Little
Yeah,
Danny
man. We
DeVito
appreciate
down
you
there.
listening. Like, share, comment, or don't. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. But thank you for watching. That was another episode.
You can't tell them it matters.
Skibbity, skibbity, bop,
Thank
bop,
them.
bop, dippity,
Doesn't
bop,
matter.
bop, bop, cat,
I
cat.
forget what you said.
Wildly
I
Uninteresting
have no brain
Podcast.
power
Podcast.
left.
Podcast.
Flicking,